As we learn more about a notice of claim filed against the Buffalo Public School District. In that notice are allegations pointing at now former Superintendent Dr. Pascal Mubenga and board member Louis Mookie Hawkins. It describes a pattern that started last year and ended this month, and yet the woman claims nothing was done about it. The district's chief equity officer, Antoinette Amos, alleges she was sexually harassed by the former superintendent. She alleges that Dr. Mubenga attempted to kiss and touch her. She alleges the superintendent told her he was in love with her and forced her hand onto his genitals. A board member is also accused of retaliating against her by circulating false statements that Amos was engaged in a sexual affair. Earlier today, I sat down with one of the lawyers representing the claimant. How is your client doing now?
She's not well and underneath an undue amount of stress and pressure, but has resilience and strength and is focusing on doing the right thing.
What is it that she wants in the end?
For accountability on the part of the school district.
And I'm joined in studio right now by Two on Your Side's Nate Benson, who is hearing New Reaction live at 5 from members of the Buffalo School Board. Nate, I'm sure they have a lot to say.
Oh, absolutely, Claudine. It's a wide range of emotions tonight: shock, disgust, and so on. I've reached out to every member of the Board of Education tonight, and only two were willing to talk with me on the record. Board members Larry Scott and Eric Bowen spoke with me earlier today and expressed again their shock and disgust at the allegations, not only against former Superintendent Dr. Pascal Mubenga, but also another fellow board member, Mookie Hawkins. Both of them say they did not know the specifics of the allegations, which includes months of sexual harassment and abuse of power that the Chief Equity and Governance Officer, Antoinette Amos, outlined in her filing. I also spoke to former Board of Education member Cindy McKagan earlier today, who resigned over frustrations about board governance and transparency. She commends Antoinette Amos for coming forward after months of alleged harassment.
Everybody should feel safe when they walk into their place of employment, when they go outside, when they walk into any establishment. There should be that feeling of safety. And to know that she carried around an unsafe feeling for so long is heartbreaking and disturbing, right? But I think it speaks to bigger systemic issues. And I wouldn't say that this is only a BPS thing either, right? I think it just speaks to a bigger systemic issue, right?
McKagan resigned in June over protests basically for board conduct. Now, since the notice of claim was filed, there have been calls for state intervention into the Buffalo public school system. Assemblyman Jon Rivera has called for the state to intervene, and I just spoke to the Buffalo Teachers Federation president, who also said it may be time for New York State to step in. I've reached out to the state education department, but I have not yet heard back. On your side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.